So my internet got canceled this weekend, and that was a surprise. I have no idea what I'm going to do without internet. I mean, I've got a lot of work to do. And also, when I don't have work to do, internet, it's there for me, both when I'm working and when I'm not. What did I ever do without it? That is the question. So today I decided that I would talk a little bit more about the past, because I'm going to be talking more about my transition to Mercy ships again, living on board, going to the Congo, all that kind of stuff. And you're going to be getting a lot of that in the future. But as I wind down my time in France, I thought I'd talk a little bit about the things in France that, I'm thinking about. And one of those is education. Between the United States and France, there are a lot of similarities in our educational systems, both in the fact that we make kids go to school on a daily basis and that we pay for them to go to school all the way through high school. The difference comes in after high school, but let's talk about a similarity before we get to that difference. The similarity that I wanted to talk about was something that I observed as a teacher in a high school and talked with other teachers about all the time. And I'm pretty sure the teachers at home experience this too. And the problem is that society, or at least particular parents, expect teachers to be parents. And they're not. I can guarantee you, I'm not a parent. You don't want me parenting your kids. No. Teachers are meant to teach. That's what they're paid for. If you're getting paid to teach a kid math, you're getting paid to teach them trigonometry, not give them a moral compass. There are a lot of kids that are struggling in this way because they come to school and their parents have kind of neglected them, or just haven't, taught them anything, or don't take an interest in them. And this is a problem. Also, speaking of taking an interest in neglect, you realize that education and learning goes on beyond the confines of the classroom, right? As an adult, you're responsible for this child to become an adult and, a member of society. And if you're not taking a vested interest in them, helping them learn, reading with them, encouraging them, disciplining them when they don't learn, they're kids. They're not going to do it on their own. And a teacher can't watch them all the time at home. It's not their job. Their job is to give information, and your job is to help massage it into that kid. Don't jump on me if you're a parent. I know parenting is hard and it's rough, but it's part of life and everybody's had to do it for thousands of years, and I'm pretty sure that you can figure it out too. That said, a difference between our two countries is what we do after high school, which should be pretty obvious, but if it's not, just look at how much debt we're in once we get out of college. We pay for, this is, okay, I've been wrestling with this one a little bit, and our education in the United States at the university level is very good, but the thing is, why are we paying so much for it? There's this huge explosion in tuition costs, largely because there's unlimited money for people to pay to go to school, and then the interest rates get to you, and basically, to get an education that we need more and more now, a university education is not so much a thing that you do for just a few niche areas of work. Now it's kind of one of those things that everybody's almost expected to need in the future. If that's the case and everybody needs it and we want to keep society moving forward, we probably shouldn't put a huge financial barrier between people and achieving that. Because in the end, that means we have a lot more people in our society that can't function properly, or at least to their fullest capacity. In France, all of my friends that go to college get out with no debt. Unless they do something really crazy or weird. They manage to go through, they get their education, and they're starting out at a nice base zero, while the rest of us, meaning Americans, are starting at negative $100,000 or something. I don't even know what I was going to look up the averages and all the statistics, but I don't have the internet, so you look them up. My point is, what are we doing? As a society, the reason that we pay for education all the way through 12th grade and graduate people is because we want our society to be full of intelligent and at least, decently educated people, right? Why does that change with university? Yes, we have private schools, and that's fine if you want to pay for school. We can still have private universities, but it feels like we as a society need to pick up the burden a little bit to help all of us get educated, because that's good for all of us. Unless you want to live in a country full of stupid people who can't get work because they're unemployable, or you want to live in a country full of people who are in debt up to their eyeballs and can't do anything with their lives except make a few people rich, because those are the people that could afford to give them the money to do it. And that's what it kind of comes down to. The education system in America has become kind of, its own form of consumerism, and we're making some people rich off something that we kind of desperately need: education. And this doesn't even get into the whole thing that our education system needs an overall reform, and it doesn't talk about standardized testing, and you should trust teachers to teach your kids and to know what they need. We shouldn't have to trust some big centralized system to tell everyone what their kids need. People are different, and teachers go through all the training and education to get there themselves so that they can help us learn properly, like directly, like I'm going to tailor this class to you, not here's what comes from the cookie cutter box. And that was a longer vlog than I intended to do. And now I've got to find a place to upload it, which means I'm probably gonna have to go to McDonald's, which sucks because McDonald's has free Wi-Fi and I don't want to go to McDonald's, but I also don't want to travel all the way across town to find something else. Why did he have to cancel my internet? This is really... If you have any thoughts on this, please feel free to let me know in the comments below or on my website or something like that. Send me an angry email. If you are a teacher who doesn't want to teach and would rather actually give children their moral compass, fine, yeah. And this is obviously a very summarized version of a lot of things and a lot of thoughts. And I didn't have the statistics that I wanted to give today because I do believe in statistics. I can say it without stuttering, I promise. But, you know, we're just going to get my raw thoughts today. And so if I was totally wrong about anything, feel free to let me know because it is the internet and you can do that. And I'm going to do my best to get this uploaded. Please give it a like. Please just subscribe. I will be talking more about Africa in the near future. But until then, we'll talk some about France and, you know, social problems and whatever else. Also, just a note, I might not be able to do French Friday this Friday because I will be in Switzerland photographing at a music festival. My job gets me into all sorts of crazy things. And I'm really looking forward to doing that. I will do my best to do a French Friday. I have one planned, but no guarantees. So I might see you on Friday. I might not. Thanks again.